We are back with 19b. We're doing lines 456 to 460, and Aeneas is addressing Dido. In Felix Dido, verus mihi nuncius ergo, venerat extinctam feroque extrema secutam. We'll stop there. In Felix Dido, unlucky Dido, or unhappy Dido. This is an epithet for her. She's been called this before. And these are vocatives. They're the same form as the nominative in these declensions. Verus nuntius, a true message, or it could be messenger, but let's just say message. Therefore, ergo, venerat, had come, this is pluperfect tense here, mihi, to me, dative. And then you have to add in some verbs here. Extinctam, and you got to put in te here, that you, extinctam esse, you also have to put in esse, to make extinctam an infinitive. Now it's accusative in form because it refers to Dido as a direct object in an indirect statement. This message implies that there is speech or that there is writing, and so then this whole section here falls under an indirect statement. So it will read like this: therefore a true message had come to me that is part of your indirect statement here, that you were destroyed, extinguished, extinct even maybe. So that you were extinguished, that you were dead. If you want to say it without the that, therefore a true message had come to me, that, well, you can't, it's hard to say it without the that, I guess. You to be extinct, which said you to be extinct, well, or destroyed. So you get the idea. This right here is implying the speech, the indirect, prompting the indirect statement, and then here's your accusative form. This is also accusative form because they go together, and then the infinitive, essay. So this is a perfect passive infinitive when you put these together. And, also falling under the indirect statement, and that you, secutam, followed, accusative again, the extrema, the last things. Now this is a direct object that this infinitive takes, and remember this is also going with essay here. So we need an essay for this and an essay for this. That you had followed the last things, Pharaoh, with the sword. Literally with the iron. This is ablative of means, but by metonymy, Pharaoh, iron means the sword, or synecdoche. Remember, synecdoche is a form of metonymy in which we use a part to indicate a whole. So iron indicates sword. One more time on this. Unhappy Dido. Therefore a true message had come to me that you were extinguished and followed the last things with the sword. If you take a look at far, he gives mortem as a synonym for extrema. Moving on to the next sentence. Funeris heu tibi causa fui persidera juro per superos et si qua fides telure subimest, invitus regina tuo de litore cessi. Alas, was I. Now this is the verb fui. This is the perfect active form from sum, esse. So our subject is ego in here, in this sentence. And the fui has the perfect endings e is to it, e in the first person singular. Alas, was I the causa, the cause, and now we have a genitive with this funeris, of your funeral, or of your death. Was I the cause of your death? Who, me? I caused you to die? What? Aeneas, you wonder if he's playing dumb here, right? Maybe he just didn't realize that Dido was going to take it this hard. And Farr makes a little mention that we don't know about this message that came to him. This is just Vergil giving us a little piece of information to help us assume that some message came to him. Now, how that happened, we don't know. It's not in the Aeneid. He wouldn't have known from the funeral pyre burning as he sailed away from Carthage that that was Dido's death. So there was some message, apparently. So this sentence one more time. Alas, was I the cause of your death? By the stars I swear. Now the first person singular here. Juro, from juro, jurare. And sidera is a neuter plural, which goes with the preposition per. This is accusative form here. I swear by the stars. And this is a sincere request. It's like saying I swear by the gods, by the stars. Oh, here he says by the gods right here. By the gods, the superos, the ones above. Again, nice anaphora here, repeating per. Persidera juro, per superos. Nice repetition there. Et si qua fides telure subimest. And if qua, remember that's aliqua, because it's after us, it's supposed to be an A. Aliqua. After num, si, nisi, ne, all the alis go away. So we say, if any fides, if any trust or faithfulness, and Dido's thinking, oh, Aeneas is going to talk about faithfulness now. He's lecturing me. What's this all about? And if any faithfulness is under the deep earth, and an appropriate place for him to say this, because he's in the underworld after all. Now these are ablatives right here. Ablative of following the preposition sub. And finally he says, invitus, and that's an adjective describing himself, because he is the subject of this sentence. We know that from the juro, I swear, that I, invitus, unwilling, in English it might sound smoother to use an adverb, unwillingly, but I, unwilling, regina, using the vocative here, addressing her, it's a nice touch. I, unwilling, queen, cessi, left, there's your verb, de litere tuo, from your shore. So from de, your shore, ablatives with de. This would be ablative away from, direction away from. And this is just a restatement here. I unwillingly left from your shore, of that line, Italiam non sponte sequor, when he said, I seek Italy, not of my own will. Invitus, unwillingly I left from your shore. So Aeneas is still saying basically the same thing he said earlier to Dido. And you're going to notice as Aeneas addresses Dido, And as she reacts, there's a lot of language and content that's repeated, sometimes in slightly different form. In book 6, we really look back to book 4. And some of the lines that we read in Latin, there's going to be some similar vocabulary. I'll try to point it out as we go, but just be looking for that as we go along. Let's do that sentence one more time and then we'll wrap it up. By the stars I swear, by the ones above, or the gods. And if any trust is under the deep earth, unwilling, O Queen, I left from your shore. I'll read it one more time in Latin so you can hear how it would flow now that we have an idea of the meaning of it all. In felix dido, verus mihi nuncius ergo venerat extinctam feroque extrema secutam. Funeris heu tibi causa fui, per sidera iuro, per superos, et si qua fides telure subimest, invitus regina tuo delitore cessi.